Hello, my name is Angela Volko. This is my brand audit presentation on Lipton tea, made for my second mastery assessment for advertising and sales promotion. Throughout this presentation, the source I use for the page's information will be in the bottom left-hand corner, or at the end of the paragraph. It will also show all my citations at the end of the presentation. This audit will contain 5 main sections, the first being an overview of the company, which is a short description of what Lipton tea produces and what their brand is about. The second section focuses on the consumers, which is how they perceive the brand, who buys from the brand, and other interests that the consumers have. The third section includes the content that the brand puts out to advertise themselves, including social media such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The fourth section covers the community around the brand. This includes reviews on what consumers post about the brand and its products and how they interact with the brand. The final fifth section covers other competitors in the same field as Lipton tea and what they specialize in. First off, we have the overview. Lipton is known for having the #1 tea brand in the US and has grown in popularity over the years. Lipton sells itself as being healthy and good for your body and being organically produced. Their slogan, 2 cups to goodness, uses this by telling consumers to drink 2 cups of tea a day to gain a healthier lifestyle. Now onto the consumer section. The best place to start is with the brand perception. The brand perception of Lipton by a majority of consumers is that they have higher quality tea because their products are naturally grown, and that it's the healthier choice compared to off-brand tea, and it's quick and easy to make compared to other expensive teas, and that there is a variety of options when it comes to flavor. Next up, who is buying their tea? Well, if we look at gender, women and men are about the same. It doesn't matter the gender, men and women both love Lipton tea. Ages are pretty balanced as well, however there are more people in the 25 to 34 range than any other, which makes sense why Lipton is targeting most of their advertisements at Gen X. The older people get, the more they start to drop off from buying Lipton tea. Onto countries, it is pretty well established that the US drinks the most Lipton tea. Other countries like Turkey and the UK dabble in the purchases as well, but making the US your main target seems to be the best strategy, which explains why there is always a Lipton and Lipton USA profile on the social medias they use. Other websites that Lipton tea consumers are interested in are Tea Revolution, Tea Culture of the World, and Sumi Tea. All of these websites promote and sell high-quality tea that have unique and bold flavors. To show Lipton tea's popularity, we have a graph of the Lipton website's activity showing that in the last 3 months, consumers have been becoming more interested in purchasing Lipton tea, most likely due to the arrival of the cold weather. We can also see that the company's net worth has increased from $8.67 billion to $10.57 billion between 2018 and 2022. This shows that the Lipton brand is still growing strong. These are some more products that Lipton consumers search and are looking for. The items listed mostly contain healthier foods such as lettuce and green beans, as well as some bigger companies like Kraft and Little Caesars. Now we can begin discussing the type of content Lipton posts on different platforms. First, we have YouTube. I found their content to be rather strange. While they have normal advertisements on their channel, they're only 6 to 10 seconds long, and not immediately promoted to watch. They also have step-by-step how-to videos and unique recipes for Lipton tea. On the contrary, the videos that they have at the top of their channel have nothing to do with their products themselves. I took the liberty of watching a handful of them, and they have short films that act as meditation and self-help content. Although posted on their account, they talk about psychological, philosophics, and barely, if at all, mention tea or their brand. They also post celebrity content, like having Luke Bryan answer 23 questions, yet none of them pertaining to tea. To be honest, this kind of content was quite refreshing and made me personally respect Lipton for not feeling the need to shove their product in our face 24/7. I do think that they could do subtle marketing through this though, such as putting their products in the background and such. Next we have Instagram, which is a completely different story. They mostly have videos of people promoting their products in individual interviews, as well as well-taken images of Lipton tea, and people sharing recipes for the products. I have listed here different hashtags they commonly use as well, most of them pertaining to the brand like Lipton Love or 2 Cups to Goodness, as well as names of the teas they promote. They also use some that pertain to health and self-care, as well as seasonal ones. Facebook has about the same amount of content, Facebook has about the same content that was copied from Instagram. Something different that they have, though, is articles about health benefits of tea and things like that. Their content is very much targeted towards Gen Z, which makes for problematic content, which we'll get into more later. The Lipton Twitter, or X, is very interactable. Each post always asks a question at the end, getting more people to comment and talk amongst themselves. The Lipton account always responds to around the first 5 comments with very ambiguous replies that seem copy and pasted. They also post recipes and polls about tea flavors. Now on to the community. According to YouGov.com, Lipton has a 71% positive rating, 21% neutral, and 6% negative. This means that the majority of people like Lipton, but there is still about a quarter of people who don't really have an opinion on it, which could be improved. Now on to how people interact with Lipton. Let's start with their Instagram. There is on average 10 to 20 comments on each post, most of them being emojis or supportive comments. However, there are always 2 to 5 comments on tea flavors that Lipton has discontinued and consumers want back. There's even one commenter that has left several comments on about the past 10 recent posts, continuously asking for the unsweetened powder tea to be brought back. Facebook is next, which averages 5 to 15 comments per post. While there are a lot of nice comments and people sharing their own recipes, any post with a woman has very rude and offensive comments. I believe this is largely due to the brand targeting Gen Z, but the majority of Facebook is older generations with very narrow mindsets. Lastly is Twitter, which has had a wider range of 10 to 15 comments per post. Like the others, the majority of comments were short and nice. However, the longer ones were completely unhinged and usually made very damaging comments about the brand. With the social media content, Lipton should have a better moderation team. There were a lot of negative comments about the brand, to the point of if I looked at the comments without trying the brand myself, I would definitely not trust the company or their product. Lastly are the competitors. Arizona, Gold Peak, Pure Leaf, Brisk, Millows, and Red Diamond are all competitors in the tea industry. While they all specialize in different areas, one that I've noticed that they all have in common is that they claim to be real brewed tea. To conclude, I have learned 3 important points about Lipton's brand. Firstly, Lipton has been proven to be very successful so far in their marketing strategies and has only been increasing in popularity. However, their current strategies can be improved to make them even more successful. Lipton should review the feedback customers give in comments and reviews. A big part of their engagement is customers asking for products that they love to be brought back and to stop discontinuing popular products. There should also create more content like they have on their YouTube. Customers today find relatable and relaxed companies to be more respectable than companies who are constantly showing off their products and only care about profit. Here are all of the sources I used throughout my presentation. With that being said, this concludes my brand audit on Lipton. I hope you enjoyed listening and have a wonderful day.